Okay, hello everybody and welcome to my Livey 265. I'm looking at Kate because I've forgotten what it was, but it's Iriado, Orotoko Ma Rima. Oh, yes, Rima. Welcome, Carol.
Finally, I was having problems trying to join.
Someone else was having problems last night trying to get into my Zoom. Well, I think it was.
Okay.
Hmm.
Never mind. I'm here.
I was having problems trying to get in myself. That's why I went in.
Oh, okay.
My moderator was sitting there waiting for me to start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I sent you a message on Facebook to say I was having problems.
Oh,
Mm.
I couldn't, like my computer was like it was frozen
Yeah, mine too.
and was slow and sluggish.
Yeah, that's what's happening with mine.
Yeah. Anyway,
Clement.
that's what happened.
Yeah, old age.
Yeah. Okay. So, yamahi ka koutou, i tēnei pō, and sorry for being late. I think I'm about 3 minutes late, but hey aha, ka hara tonu ngā mahi. We keep going and we keep those wheels turning. So, as you know, it's been quite a big week in TVC, starting from I think it's been brewing since last week, but it all came spilled out on the plate over the weekend, and all the repercussions have been happening, all the responses, the debating is going on, and it's been quite interesting to hear from individual groups, leaders, and so forth. And, one thing, it hasn't deterred my thinking, just for real. I don't care what anybody says. I said, if you know what the big picture is, why would you back out now? I mean, we have carried ourselves all the way through from day one. We have paid whatever we needed to pay to be into this and into that, and it has never, ever bothered us. Even though, struggle times happen, struggle times occur, but we've always found a way forward. We've also helped others and their way forward. So there's no closed door for us. I mean, our outlook is still the same. We're still looking ahead with thousands of others that I'm sure can see the big picture like we can. The new fee, doesn't even faze us. They asked for it on September the 1st, we delivered. How many others have delivered without whinging and moaning? How many? And while the whingers and moaners have been sitting there trying to talk to others and convince others of their plight, they have never even looked at alternative avenues to get them there. So why is that? Why do people just stop there without even trying to plan and look ahead? Now, I was speaking with a person today, and this person is lucky if they have been in TVC for 6 months. But this person has been keeping up with everything in TVC in that 6 months. And according to that person, they too like the concept of TBC. It doesn't matter what anyone throws at them or whether TV throws anything at them, it's irrelevant to where they want to be. But then, that's the individual decision. It's up to the individual to decide their own fate in TBC. It's not for them to be, brainwashed into not continuing or maybe to continue. No, it's not. They just need to ask themselves questions as to where they want to really be. Not where others want to be, where they want to be. And they need to ask themselves and be honest about what they think and what they feel. Ora tau whakaaro. And, it's not hard to figure it all out, right down to the fees. If they got onto these sponsors and the sponsors were able to explain their journey ahead, it would make it so much easier for them to understand. Some people just get the wrong message. And then instead of asking for help and making their decision, they just follow whoever says, no, that's us out of here, without even asking somebody in the know. There are leaders that you can ask. Anybody. Send them a message. Stephen Copy. They're there. Their ears are open and so are their eyes. And they will tell you. I mean, they are honest people. They are still in TVC. They are leading by example. What more do you want out of a leader? They're not like the leaders that have gone and left everyone. So, yeah, for me, TBC is it. I don't care if I have to pay $100 for a fee. I'll soon find out a way to do it. I'll tell you, I will find a way to do it. And I will do exactly the same with my family as well. If one of them was to say no to me, I'd be grilling them. I would be really grilling them. But I'd be outlining the things that matter to them most in TVC. It's the reason why I've gotten into TVC. And maybe the reasons weren't the same, but it's come now to the time where you really have to really think about what it is in TVC that you're looking at. Did you think it was a quick fix? If your sponsor was truthful, he would have told you exactly that no, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. Never was from day one. So I want to read you something today from a friend of mine. And we've been for the last month since all this new policy happened and came into force. We've been sharing information. And today, yesterday she said to me, she's going to post up her response to a new policy in the billion coin. And she did that today. I'm not surprised with her response, but I myself don't think that she has given that much thought, deeper thought to it, because she's only just come back into TVC and her team, and they've been sort of waiting for her to get back into it to find out what is happening. And so when she came back into TVC, she asked me, so what are the changes? What's happened in TVC? So I spelled it out to her. And she said, well, she's going to put it to her team and they're going to go from there. I said, that's fine. You know, they need to know what they're getting into. And she said, yes. So, with all that information, she's gone away and come back. So, I'm going to share that information with you. And she was from your country, Carol. Believe it or not, you may know her, but I'm not sure if you do. But stop me from sharing. But I'm going to read it to you. And this is it here. And I don't think anybody else.
No, I've got it.
Yeah. So here it goes. The Billion Coin Report. This report will outline my personal experience with the cryptocurrency platform that I no longer support due to one reason. Facts summary. This report will outline my the admin founder and his team no longer uphold the vision I had invested back in 2017, where I was pitched the belief that this cryptocurrency platform would be distributed freely to every human being, regardless of age, culture, and creed. The distribution of TVC cryptocurrency, either by redeeming Kringle gifts or the purchasing of TVC coins outright. The TVC member, or at that time an investor, had the opportunity to participate in building a non-government, non-United Nations, non-monarchy economy that would allow every individual and his or her family to create a profitable or non-profit entity that would allow individuals and commercial enterprises to transition from the old money system via a banking partnership to inevitably the new TVC economy once we reach a billion membership quota. It was a viable vision as long as the banking partnership was present to assist the transition, and a database of merchants were being developed. However, due to the internal breakdown of the admin's relationship with the alleged banking partner, this would be the beginning of many policy changes that would impact a TVC community with unclear directive. The investor to now a member, where goalposts were being moved. There was an annual fee subscription of $10, which as of last week has been increased to $25 USD per month, and this is mandatory for the billionaire TVC holders, and those that do not comply will have their TVC coins removed from their digital wallets. These individuals, with whom I personally know, had worked long hours, recruited hundreds, if not thousands of people to the TVC cause, and promoted the admin's vision. This is the reason I gave the following statement on Randy Wilson's Facebook timeline. He was the voice of TBC. However, he has asked for our input. I was happy to give mine. Mary Raponi, consultancy resignation. We, the rangatiri here in my hapu whānau, had calculated the admin would make this move. We are now throwing the towel in and stating clearly that we aren't interested in threats with no weight behind it. Admin, you do not have the mana and we don't care. Have your coins and we're happy to have a refund and let old dogs lie. Otherwise, we don't trust you. We have had generations of dictators raping us for our sovereignty. You're just another number in line behind everyone else. My ancestors died and were incarcerated for us to have freedom. We came to your house because you promised many gifts that would assist us in our journey. You're not our saviour, we already have an Almighty God. I o matua kore, rawako, ihu karaiti, the great creator. God bless the admin that his heart may turn from the lust of money and turn inward to te rūpinata. Yield to the floor and look up. It's amazing what one may see. Life is too short to waste, and I will not be held back by the demands of others. I alone am accountable for the choices I make, and today I make them swiftly in calculation of the abundant future that has been promised to me and how those choices I make may impact my family. Love in. That doesn't really go into detail. And, you know, as far as I go, that's her choice. And if she's to make choices for her team, then so be it. But I think she should be leaving it to the individual to decide. And not for her to decide for them. Other than that, you know, she makes a bit of sense there in what was promised from TBC in the beginning. But I don't know if she had actually gone to the blog to read the blog itself, because a lot of this stuff that she's talking about is sort of at the surface and from when they started in TBC. The only new thing she brings up in here is this piece down here about the $25 US fee per month and TBC coins removed from the digital wallets. But she hasn't gone into depth about any of the other stuff. And that's fine. I mean, that's her statement. But I don't know how other people feel after reading that. And but one thing for sure, it doesn't faze me one bit. Only because I know this in depth, I know different. And if I was to pick this apart, I would pick every single sentence that is in there apart. But I acknowledge her for having her, you know, her say on the issue, and she's one of a million. And so, you know, these are the things that people like you are faced with in deciding what you want to do come the 30th of September. Some of you have already spoken. You know where you want to go. You know where you want to be. And I don't think you have been influenced either. We're not into influencing people in a way that it doesn't benefit them. You know, we will guide people, we will show people what people can't see. Now, this afternoon, I spent the better part of my afternoon doing exactly that with people who want to move forward. And they surprised me because of who they were, for starters, who they actually were and how long they'd been in TBC, and what they actually knew and what they didn't know. What they didn't know far outweighed everything they knew in TBC. Now, how does a person decide there and then that they just want to move forward? They don't care whether, you know, what people say. It's what they can see. I even asked this person, so what's your sponsor doing? Because this person is not going to the sponsor because the sponsor has not kept up. So this person has taken it upon herself to get herself ahead by following everything that you need to do that and to get there. Because I said to her, you should be going back to your sponsor. And the person said to me, I don't think my sponsor wants to know anything. I think my sponsor is just in it for the sake of being in it before. And it's just riding along. So I commend this person that had just gone for it and gone elsewhere and looked for answers. Because that person's sponsor can't be bothered anymore. I'm not even that person's sponsor. But that person seems to make good sense of everything that she has been told, but that he has been told in TBC. So, anybody got any questions relating to this report?
Yeah, yeah. Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, I got the same report from Mary, and I don't think it's really everything. Yeah, I put a post in a few days ago, and I'm just reading this. I won't name the person who's added to the post, and this person is saying, I just read the new policy of TBC. Seems to be the bad reality. If I don't pay high monthly fees and bring 2 additional new members every month, admin takes away my TBC that I purchased and got over 100 members. Well, he's wrong right up to this. Not every month, as long as your 2 referrals are active. So that answers that one. And members that I brought into TBC 2 years ago I purchased, now listen to this, I purchased more than 200,000 coins. That's what he's purchased, and he's complaining about the $25 a month fee. With my own money and worked hard for the promised commissions to get my more than 100 members, and now admin steals his TBC from me. Okay, so I replied to him. I said, rubbish, you have a choice. You are probably a sleeper. And another person's come down under me and replied also, but I won't read that one now. See, this is how greedy a lot of these people are. They're moaning about a $25 monthly fee. He's just admitted he purchased 200,000 coins. 200,000. I don't know, these people, they're real dreamers. Anyway, that's all I've got there. Thank you.
Anybody? Oh, anybody else? I know it can be a lot to take in, and I know that you're probably reserved because you already made your mind up. And it's like everything, you know, like we get annoyed when we just hear all the negativity, and yet there should be no negativity. There shouldn't be any negativity at all. So I don't, you know, I just don't get it with some people. I don't. But then again, they're all not like me. They can be like whoever they want to be. Right. So, okay, we've had that korero. Let's go to the next one. People don't want to use a currency issued out of a barrel of a gun. Well, no, they don't. There's a lot you can read into that poster. I know I can read a lot of things and what they're heading, you know, and what they're heading to over that poster. It can be good things and not so good things, but I think the good things far outweigh the not so good. Okay, here's where we want to go to. Now, okay, the Sim Button meeting is gone, over. And at present, I think there are about 5 Sim buttons missing. Well, Sim button keywords still missing. Or they got no boxes, or they haven't been uploaded. So we just have to exercise patience with our hosts, because you do know that some of them might not be as savvy, as computer savvy as others. Because I know myself, I was eBay doing some how to do thing, and he did it all in like 5 minutes. A 5-minute lesson with eBay. I tell you, your eyes go like this, and then you go, "Hey, what was that?" And you have to replay it all the time until you get it, because he goes and moves that fast, trying to explain to you, and then he speaks at the same speed as well. You finally get it after you rewind twice or maybe three times. You finally work it out. But not all of them are like him. See? So we have to exercise our patience with the other hosts who are still to upload their videos from Zoom or StreamYard, as some of them are using. Okay, here we go. English Bitcoin contest from last week. First place was Yusuf Sumaila. Now he's a student out of MBA's training school. And second place was Sajid Singh, this one here. And of course, in third place was Hadibi from South Africa. South Africa, India, and Cameroon. Oh no. Is he from Cameroon, Yusuf? No, Ghana. Yusuf is from Ghana. And look at how many. 58, 44, and 39. And that's quite huge. That is quite huge. I mean, what have we got? 58 and 44 and 39. 141 new members just from them three. So that's dignifying. And then we got French Bitcoin contest. Mbaye Derek. Oh man, he's just too much Mbaye. Look. Mbaye Derek, 871. And second place was Kamini with 43. And third place was Innocent with 33. That's almost 1,000 people on the road. Not far. I think it was about 918 just out of them three. What does that tell you, guys? TBC ain't slowing down, that's for sure. TBC is growing, and it's growing even faster than people can think about whether they want to stay in or whether they want out. We have the Tangalog Bitcoin contest. First place, Ace Fletcher. Second place, Doa Burton. And third place, Adichie Chuma Victor. Wow, look, 303 from Ace Fletcher. That is awesome figures. 23 and 21. Not much between the last two, but enough for them to win second and third. So this week, they got $642.17 in first place. Second place, $321.18. And third place, $160.54. And that's a lot of money for a week. And they, to make it even better, these like Eight Fletcher are doing it week in, week out. Now, record breaker. This week we shattered the all-time record for community growth to compare with the last 90 days. And all this is being done with all that is going on in TBC right now. And it's being done with 4,337 full-time members only. This is not counting the ones sitting on the fence trying to decide whether they're going to pay they're going to pay the $25. This is done without them. So you could ask the question, do we still need them if we're producing these numbers? No. If they're not going to be doing anything, I say no. I'll be honest. Because we're doing it without them anyway. Okay, here we go. 2,844 new members last week. That is almost 3,000 new members. Is that growth or what? And guess what? New Zealand is way up here. And we had, how many did you say, Key? I think we had 14 people. That's the most we've ever had on the leaderboard. Ever. Since the Bitcoin competition has been going. Oh, look at my tongue. So there you go, guys. Amazing results starting to happen. And it's happening without the doubters. If the doubters were to change their mindset and walk back into TBC and start referring people, paying the fee, and everything else that we need to be doing, we should be doing a lot more. Shouldn't we? Yes, we should. So here again, Ace Fletcher and MB Derek have scored in the heavy hitter competition again with over 1,000 sign-up. And look at it. Look at the bonus payout. Calculate that in Bitcoin, might I add. Not in TBC, in Bitcoin. I love to have their back office right now. Gosh, that would do amazing things for everybody. I can see it because in the back of my mind is something else that's playing, some other scenario and some other thing that is playing in the back of my head against these figures. And I'm sure you know what I mean. So there you have it, guys. I don't think TBC is going anywhere but to the top.
I think that's about $30,000 US. In total.
Yeah. Well, I know it's 17,000 per month. OTBV. And this guy here, MB Derek, is the first and only leader that I have seen bring that many people to TBC. Himself, not through other people, doing it himself. I've never seen anybody else do that as well. We have gone through many leaders up to now, and not one of them has passed that amount of people. But MB Derek. And this is showing the world what he's doing. The others were all talking, but did we see anything? No. So, any questions, anybody? No?
No.
T said he's got no question. Bill said he's got no question. What about you, Carol? Have you got questions? Oh, why can't I unmute you?
Go up to her box.
Okay.
No, I've got no questions at this stage. Thank you, Bex.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then.
I've got a lot of thinking to do. And I love getting my A into G to do.
I know a person that would inspire you. I tell you, I know one person, aside from myself and the rest of the crew. I mean, you know, the rest of the crew is all already made up their minds on the first day of September. And now I'm starting to see an influx of some old ones that have suddenly woken up as to what this is all about. And so they've jumped on board in August. And they're people I never thought would pick up the concept again. Well, they're back. Because they can see what's happening with us. Okay? They can see what's happening with us. And we are showing them what we're doing. All of us. And they want to be part of that as well. So, that is us for another night in Aotearoa. It is now way past my recording time.
Yeah.
I've been there to go, oh wow, I've got to make up for all the times I froze.
How come you didn't get cut off like I did?
I don't get cut out because
Oh,
I pay.
yeah.
I pay for my Zoom. But I've been doing that for a long time, and don't you worry, I Zoom like a post. Anybody want to know anything? Hop in the Zoom. Yeah, why not? I pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it. Use it.
Yep.
Okay, so we shall catch up with you. Anō.
Yep.
Maybe Apopo. The weather's, can I spell it out?
Yep.
Right at the moment, it's shit
Raining.
Yep.
weather.
And cold.
Yeah.
And getting cold, yes.
Yeah.
So it's almost time to hibernate and go bewitching for the night. But I know I can't. I've got other things to do and other things to tend to. And so it's been good to get back together again for another new week. And so we will catch up with you Apopo. Same time, same place. And don't forget, spread the word to all those divisions that you know are not doing it. So, come 30th of September, that's it.
Yep.
We just move on. And if you ever need help during the day, let me know. And I'll buzz you. That's just all I've been doing every day. And that's without doing anything else. You know, sometimes I just feel like, oh, you know, I get drained and I just feel like flopping over and falling asleep. But I know I can't because I've got the Zoom to do. He's got his Zoom as well. So in between, we're dealing with everything TVC as well. And it's surprising who turns up on your doorstep every day. So, have a great night and kiko till after school and ka kite anō Apopo.
Ka kite.
Ai.
Bye.